Mishnah Dalet, the first parak of Shabbos. The Mishnah says, "Ve'elu min ha-halachas," and these are the halachas. That is a reference to two halachas that we just mentioned in the previous Mishnah, i.e., lo yefale es kelov, that a person mustn't check his beged, his garment for lice. V'lo yikra l'or, he shouldn't read by the lamp, by the light of a candle, because we're worried he might touch it and might be over mechaber. These halachas, says the Mishnah, ve'elu min halachas, they were parts of the halachas she'omru, that was said over ba'aliyas Hananya ben Chizkiya ben Gurion kshe'olu levakro. They were said over in the attic of a person called Hananya ben Chizkiya ben Gurion kshe'olu levakro, when the other Rabbonim went to visit him. The Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Yud Gimel, tells us the background of this Mishnah. And the Gemara says over there that at the time, Chazal wanted to be goynes, wanted to store away Sefer Yechezkel. They felt that Sefer Yechezkel contained things which seemed to be soseh, seemed to contradict Divrei Torah. So, for example, the Pasuk in Yechezkel says in Kapitel Mem Daled, in chapter 44, Pasuk Lamed Aleph, the Pasuk says in Yechezkel, Nevela utreifa lo yochlu ha-kohanim. Nevela utreifa, the Kohanim can't eat nevela and trefa. Now that gives rise to the impression that Yisraelim can eat it. It's dafka Kohanim and Leviim can't eat it. So these sort of contradictions, or seeming contradictions, came out of Sefer Yechezkel, and therefore Chazal wanted to be goynes it. But Hananya ben Chizkiya ben Gurion, who was the Gadol Hadar, thought that was wrong. And so the Gemara says he went up to his attic, and he took 300 barrels of oil, so that he could, Rashi explains, so that he could have some illumination, he could learn and write through the night. And he writes a chibur, an essay, to try and resolve all the contradictions, to make sure that Sefer Yechezkel would not be ostracized. So, whilst he was up there, many of the Gedolim wanted to visit him, and because many of the Gedolim were in one room together, they made certain gezeres. And therefore the Mishnah says, Ve'elu min ha-halachas, and two of these that we mentioned in the previous Mishnah, like I just said, Lo yefale es kelov v'lo yikra l'or haneh, were of the 18 halachas that were said in the Aliyah. She'omru ba'aliyas Hananya ben Chizkiya ben Gurion kshe'olu levakroi. The Gemara in Shabbos says this nusach, Baram zachar oisah ha'ish l'toiv. Remember this man l'toiv, V'Hananya ben Chizkiya shemoy, and his name is Hananya ben Chizkiya. She'el molehu, were it not for him, nigna Sefer Yechezkel. The Sefer Yechezkel would have been hidden away. Shehoy dvarim soistrim et the Divrei Torah, because the Divrei Yechezkel seemed to contradict the Sefer Torah. Me also, what did he do? Helu le'sholish me'ez garbeshem, and he took 300 barrels of wine with him. V'yoshav ba'aliyah v'darshan, and he went up to his attic, and he darshaned, he expounded why they don't contradict the Torah. Now the Chachamim came to visit him, and they were kovei certain halachas. So the Mishnah says, "Ve'elu min ha-halachas she'amru ba'aliyas Hananya ben Chizkiya ben Gurion kshe'olu levakrei. Nimnu v'rabu be'shama be'sila." One time, when all the Gedolim went up to visit him, and they made certain gezeras, there were more followers of Beis Shammai than Beis Hillel. They outnumbered the Beis Hillel. And they made 18 decrees on that day. 2 of them were what we mentioned in the Mishnah previously, and others, the first 9, relate to things which Paisel, Truma, and the like. Another one was, for example, Pasakum, Yainakum is all considered one Gezerah, but these are the Gezeras they made there. So that is Pshat in the Mishnah. These are the halachas that we mentioned previously, were said in the attic of Hananya ben Chizkiya kshe'olu levakrei. Nimnu v'rabu Beis Shammai Beis Hillel u'shmeina asadov v'gazru b'bayom, and they made 18 enactments on that occasion.